Hello gamers, I'm Online Gamer Richie and this is Rants and Fixes. Today we're talking about Guild Wars 2 and we're going to talk about three different things today. Auto follow, chat lock, and COD. The first thing we're going to talk about is the auto follow. Auto follow. Basically, for anyone who doesn't necessarily know what this is, it's where you click on a person and you're able to follow them while you are AFK or whatever, for whatever reason, or you just don't have a hard time following a person. This is really great for people who, like for me, where I zigzag a lot and I take sharp corners and people lose me easily. This will allow them to catch up to me or at least find the direction that I went in. This is one of those things that may be a little silly to be saying, hey, let's add it back in. And I know why they took it out, but they had it in the original game, and I really think they should bring it back because it is a very useful and helpful thing for players who may have a hard time following other players. So I'm just suggesting that they add it back in. Not that they have to, but it would be nice, especially for people who have a hard time following other players. Now, the reason they took it out was because, I'm pretty sure this is the reason why, was because they want people participating in every aspect of the game. However, an autofollow doesn't make you participate in fights. It just allows you to follow a person from one place to another. This is really good for groups because if one person has to go AFK for whatever reason, you know, their kid is screaming in the background, or maybe they have to go take a bio real quick, they can follow one person and get to the next spot. However, that doesn't mean they're going to be participating in any fights or anything like that because they're not there. So they're not getting any XP or any loot for that fight. So that's why I'm suggesting putting back in the auto follow. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, this is something that it might just be me, but I think other people do have this problem, and that is a chat lock. Basically, what happens to me is I'll be out in World versus World or PvP, and sometimes in PvE, but not so much. And I'll be fighting someone, and all of a sudden I can't move. I've tried to heal, use my my heal skill, and I'm not being able to heal. And I'm hitting my other skills, and nothing's going on. And then I look down, and I see that all of my skills have been put into my chat box. You know, it'll be 2, 6, 8, 9, whatever it is, and I'm like, frustration ensues, and I'm just, nah. So, what I'm suggesting here is put a little button in there that you can lock the chat so you don't accidentally put yourself in the chat when you're fighting, which is a really good idea in my opinion because it would stop me from accidentally putting myself in there, especially when I'm in a crucial fight and I'm about to lose, or maybe I'm about to win but I put myself into it and then I lose because I wasn't able to do my combination skills that I wanted to do. So this is something I think would be very useful because then you would be able to click out of it when you need to chat to someone real quick and then lock it back up so you don't accidentally put yourself back into the chat and end up losing a fight because you accidentally put yourself into the chat. Oh, okay. So the last thing here is something that me and my friends have been talking about a lot lately, especially since one of them got scammed because they sent the item and the other person didn't pay for it, which is the trading post / person-to-person trade / which is something I came up with, which was CoD. But, you know, it's in other games. I'm not saying that I'm the one who invented it. I'm just saying, you know, I suggested, you know, them add in CoD, or in this case, GOD, which would be gold on delivery. So this is what I'm thinking, is because, you know, it does happen. People do scam other people out of other items. You know, you send a sword and they say, oh, I'm going to pay you 18 gold for it. You send the sword. They don't send the money. And then what do you have to do? You have to contact ArenaNet, say, hey, look, this guy cheated me out of my money. He said he was going to do this. And then ArenaNet goes, okay, we're going to have to search on it. And whether they do anything about it or not is really up to them. So I'm suggesting that let's get rid of some of these silly scams. And I know that TP is there so you don't get into that, but you know, sometimes someone goes, I'll pay you 18 gold for something that's on the TP for 16 golds because they don't, you know, or people are wanting to buy it for 16 gold. This guy's willing to pay 19 for it. You know, you're going to want to sell it to him. but he doesn't want to go to the TP because because then he buys something and then you're screwed out of the money. So, and it would be easy, especially if you're in the same group, to go here, trade, boom, boom, gun, done with. So I realize that they don't necessarily want a person-to-person trade. So what we're suggesting here is a COD, or like I said, GOD, in the mail system, and then you could actually add in another money sink, especially since that's what the TP is part of, the trading post is part of, is their money sink. Put a little percentage on whatever the person is paying to use the COD. They can make it a, each COD is worth so much. It's 10 silver per COD that you do. And that way the person who is selling the item is guaranteed to get the money or get their item back. And that's all I'm suggesting, is to make it a little more friendly and everything else. So now this is what I want to do here, as I want people to let me know what your thoughts on this is, or if you think of anything else that maybe needs to be fixed. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, but I just don't have the time to today. So if you have any ideas about fixes, go ahead and put them in the comments below. And this is also the other thing I want to do. If you like these ideas, I want you to thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, but more thumbs up, and then share it. And I not only share it with your friends, but share it where ArenaNet can see it. Because we would like to, me and my friends would like to see ArenaNet input some of these things to make the game better, or at least a little more game friendly or player friendly. I'm Online Gamer Richie, and as always, play the game your way. Laters.